one has in Medtech is definitely still the discrimination. It's male-dominated.
It's a company problem, it's a country problem. The challenge is global, by the way. It's just not a South African problem, it's a global problem that women don't, make it to the top. If they do, they don't get, supported enough to stay there long enough.
Let's take that decision. Let's take that courageous decision to move forward with the female instead of the male. So that's what we're trying to do to change. But you've got to have the tone right through the organisation. So whilst you're changing this, you've got to have the messaging all the time.
You know what is required, but because you are a woman, they will still bring a man in to verify and justify what you are saying. And then when they've got the information, come back to you and say, actually what you said, it was true.
I think we as women now have a role to play to bring those men on board. But also I think that SAMED, we have a role to play to make it more attractive and maybe less scary for men to come to these events.
Thank you so much and congratulations to the SAMED.
I found it just very profound. One never stops learning, and we've learned a lot just listening to what other women were saying.
I found the discussion very informative because it touched on a number of things, including the challenges that women face in the medtech industry and how such challenges could actually be addressed and still be able to succeed in the positions.
Discussions through SAMED and the medtech industry, it improves the awareness about inclusion, about diversity, and it also makes people aware about biases that exist in our society today. And the more we talk and the more awareness we have in the medtech industry or any industry in South Africa, this will create a momentum and people understanding that this is a real topic. It's a topic in South Africa and it's a topic of the world. And if we do not address it, we will continuously have these excuses, we will continuously have these barriers, and having this forum and having the platform to really engage and also understand how can we as an industry come together to really drive this strategy around improving the awareness about women in leadership really gives us a platform for us to do so as companies within the industry.
There's a lot of awareness about what our industry needs, how we can add value to women and child's lives, and how we can include them in our industry and move forward and create great world leaders. We're not just pointing out the issues, but we're building together best practices and providing solutions. That's the only way we make things happen, and we are holding each other accountable for taking the next step.